Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything. I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Still some dynamite left. Don't look at me. Dynamite was your idea. Here it is. Just get plenty of distance on the throw. Don't look at me. Dynamite was your idea. You never told me you had a sister. What else haven't you told me about? A long sea journey won't make me give up my vow to stick by you. I owe my life to you. You go. I follow. Until I decide. They're not expecting queen parrotfish. Anything with fins will do. All the blistered fish they could ever want. You're just destroying coral, you clown. Still trying to get used to that smell of char.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that, Boom?
All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh. Hand over whatever it is and I'll help you get rid of it. Fuera! I told you drifters before, rum don't grow on trees. When are you layabouts going to get a job? Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
So good to see you, Uncle.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris. Everything you've built so far consumed wood. We'll be needing more of it to continue. Right, at least. See what slander Edvard Prince and Bright Sands.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so...
He twists every article in his favor at our and father's expense. Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up.
What brings you here, Master?
Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin. Mourning is eased. Now we have others for company sibling. It's been a hard day of labour for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
to be a long voyage.
You need a warehouse, you do.
You reached a new milestone.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place. You restore a grain of my trust in humanity, eldest.
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest and maybe wet their whistles.
The land can only be farmed if there are enough fields. We must plant them.
Heartless.
We must have door mice.
When I look into your people's faces, I see trouble. Make sure their misery doesn't become a problem.
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Repay me now, or sell up.
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after father's death.
We must have door mice.
Fancy making hay while the sun shines, Mark? I shouldn't ask. We've all we've ever wished for.
Ready to repay my charity? Ready to repay my charity? Don't think you're finished, brat. I loathe the reek of lanolin, but if farmers' smocks are all you have...
Is there no limit to Uncle's shameless demands?
Please let us play in the lower field.
You will not spoil my plans with your time.
Where did you say you come from?
When will you show your family some gratitude? You will not spoil my plans with your tardiness.
Keen as a three-legged goat.
You farm elf can't even roll up silage.
Your people are recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to need as much space as we can clear.
Once again, I am indebted to you.
Hurry, damn you!
Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. Seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
Nice day for it. We need something first.
So watch out.
This is the way the farm's going for.
When will you show your family some gratitude? We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more.
None of your business.
A life away from Edvard. We're on board. Only we've no shit to get on board of.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor.
Tell me you've managed something.
Everybody on board? Good. I shiver at the thought of staying here another second.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry, that old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debts, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard, but for now, let's at least house those workers.
Tell me you've managed something. Tell me you've managed something. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 bags full.
We loves you, readers. Every field has its weeds.
Her Majesty's finest.
If I see another biscuit.
We put our love into this.
You reached a new milestone.
Workers can handle stubborn debris on ditch water. If it's to be the center of our new enterprise, it needs to be immaculate.
Honest work, that's all we ask.
our dream of a shipyard is impossible without plenty of qualified hands.
Several passionate young reporters enlisted, our publishing house is already well underway.
These are good times. Could spare a thought for us? Cure! A promise kept.
That Reuben turnip was decisive.
I have discovered some inefficiencies we ought to address. Appreciate your help, however overdue.
There ain't enough of us. It's a surprise inspection.
Fire runs wild. Fight this inferno fast.
Workforce shortage.
Up with a light this morning, of course.
You honor this immortal.
don't leave your crate unattended, sir.
Good morning. Shepherd's warning.
You's like part of the family.
Our editorial section is sure to grow along with your city. We are fine-tuning the first issue as we speak.
You have father's fortitude. These people will follow you as they once followed him.
You reached a new milestone. Your worthless rags have barely covered anything. Now, bring me sails. It's not like you have any use for them.
Clearly, Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard.
You will not spoil my plans with your tardiness.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Assuredly, she's a fine ship.
Alas, my bowels churn afresh, and I must beg your expertise. Buckaroo! I'm here if you ever need a steady, albeit somewhat arthritic hand to guide you.
When will you show your families? Stand to attention for the boss. We've only a skeletal work gang. Taking a break, like you said we could. Stores are inundated.
I'm sure Mom shall be delighted. I can finally let go that pent-up gas. Her Majesty has little patience. I'd skip to it if I were you.
Have you heard the... You will not spoil my plan.
The fire is out of control.
Had a rip-roaring time of it. That really is first rate.
She had bunions, silly Orncoot. So I says, keep your feet in health or you can't work, and your 6 little mouths will go hungry.
The fire left ruins behind.
Should go see the old man.
That fish pie smells delicious.
Where are my sails?
How do?
Where are my sails?
Those lanterns.
Nothing you do will lift the cloud. Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.
Oh, I see. Another biscuit.
Look at you, back on dry land.
A lustrous jewel in the crown. Saved! Do you also then save us from a grievous injustice? Edward's charges against us are pure fabrication. The man is an imposter.
A letter. It bears Edvard's seal.
Don't even think about sheltering Samuel's co-conspirators. Deliver them to prison at once, and I might lift your debt.
Open the letter. He's clearly up to no good.
However much we despise Uncle Edvard, it's criminal to go opening his private correspondence. It cannot be. These names are those father trusted most. Barristers, doctors, academics.
A delivery.
He certainly knows how to silence his critics.
I can ask, but after that, it is up to you.
What is it you are bringing? Did he really? Oh dear. Best leave these poor people with me. I will tell Edvard that the debt between you is quite settled.
That was none of your business. And what right has the Crown to meddle in my accounts? What right?
We are all of us quite moved by your selfless actions. Your father would be proud.
I am so relieved our legitimacy is no longer in question. Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
Our city's historic first shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition. Meet our patron is utterly humbling. If there is anything I can do, anything really, imagine it, and we can do it.
A commission for the Royal Fleet, and in such quantity. A rare honor indeed. The weaponry they ask for presents a problem. I'm not even sure we have an iron load, do we?
Ship constructed. The fire is out of control. The fire left ruins behind.
It's all right here, I suppose.
I see the iron is beyond our reach. We have no choice but to find a way through the mountain.
Still have a few sticks of dynamite. We can blow our way through. Perhaps not refined enough for your sister, but at least your workers can start their dig.
What are you both doing? Demolition is a father used Mr. Ticker on account of his good sense. Go on. I suggest you find him in Bright Sands.
know a few what's turned to factory work. Hands mangled in machines. I'll stick with me side, thank you.
Production has stopped.
I'm still waiting for the boom.
After the picket protests, many fine men left Bright Sands to join you. Then Edvard struck back. He imprisoned all who were close to your father, including my beloved Thomas. My husband and the others were deported to Wormway's prison, and I've heard nothing from him ever since. If you do find him unharmed, prithee tell him his wife yearns for his return.
We are nearing the place your father died. Whatever happens, stay calm.
So there you are, the traitor's children.
How dare you?
Oh, spare me the nauseating drivel. Flogging Queenie's Peachy Island in the New World to some rebel upstarts? Ha, traitor is too generous a word.
Father would never have. He was the Queen's stalwart, a member of the Royal Council.
He hung himself in one of my cells. I call that a rather conclusive admission of guilt.
We did not come here to be insulted. We came to strike a bargain. The demolition man, Thomas. We want him.
Oh, I vaguely remember him. Stubborn, with a loose mouth, just as innocent as all the others. He is small fry. A bail has been set. Pay every penny of his money, and I will place him immediately at your disposal.
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
I'm not going to tell you.
My shackles are a bit tight.
Samuel Goods, engineer. Aye, that's me. Who's asking?
That's the least I'm due for my suffering. He is ready for transportation. Keep an eye to the horizon for miscreants. Meticulously drilled and loyal to the crown.
Take the rudder.
Steersman! Stations! Fleet on the move! Moving to coordinates.
Oh, he's here. Try to make a good first impression, eldest. Any friend of father is a friend of ours.
So, I'm a commodity now, to be bought and sold. Your father treated me like a human being. I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, but it won't bring Samuel back. Mining for you, mining for Eli. What's the difference? Bright Sands will never be matched, if that's what you're set on.
fetid, festering filth.
Forgot me family.
No less than we deserve.
Who are all these busybodies? Blowing up rocks can't be that complicated.
A shame you can't appreciate the craft this requires. Never mind. The charges have been primed. The perimeter cleared. We are ready to detonate. Boom.
My apologies! That was indeed impressive! Is there anything dynamite won't solve, I wonder?
A special edition for a special happening. This makes everybody happy.
Iron into steel, steel into arms, and we shall have fulfilled our first royal commission.
There was a chance while your father still lived. No use dragging it out now he's gone.
The fire is out of control.
No harm in a bit of fun, a bit of filth. Keeps the oil lit when work's waned your wick. It's ready to go. It's out of my hands now.
The fire left ruins behind.